Now we learned how to form a differential equation. So suppose an equation is given. So first thing that you need to do is you have to read the language, the problem, and you have to successfully interpret what the language is trying to say. Just say, for example, when you are given a problem such as the rate of increase of the number of bacteria in a dish is k times the number of bacteria in the dish, right? So number of rate of increase. Okay. So what do I understand by rate of increase? Rate of increase would be?
I think that the rate of change.
The rate of change. Whenever we say the rate of increase, then we know that it has to be d by dt of something, right? Rate of change, rate of increase, rate of decrease, whatever, that is always shown as d by dt. Now it says the rate of increase of the number of bacteria is k times the number of bacteria in the dish. So if your bacteria, the number of bacteria in the dish is x, then the rate of increase, that is dx by dt, which is x ka dx by dt, d by dt, is k times the x. So rate of increase of x is k times the x. And then you write rate of increase is dx by dt is here it is not written as proportional, given as proportional. So we'll just straight away write dx by dt is equal to k times of x. Is that what we mean by it? Am I right? Okay. So now it is all about how to interpret. Now I'm giving a question. You have to help me interpret this. And then we will solve it. So your first question is?
This is another question.
So this was just a kind of sample of what you're supposed, what is expected from you. Now, actual question is here. Velocity is defined to be the rate of change of displacement with respect to time. Okay. The velocity of the particle at time t seconds is inversely proportional to the displacement s meters from an origin O. Form a differential equation to represent this data. Did you get this? What is the first kind of question that you're getting?
The first sentence I think I understood, like it would be dx by dt. No, I mean d by dt.
So first thing, जो हमको यहाँ पर लिखा हुआ है, we will try to interpret it. So it says velocity is defined by rate of change of displacement. So I will write from here v, velocity, let the velocity be v. So can I say it is d by dt of s, because it says rate of change of displacement with respect to time. So if your displacement, which is given here, is s, then I will write that v is ds by dt. Am I right?
Yeah.
The velocity of the particle at t seconds is inversely proportional to its displacement. So velocity is inversely proportional to displacement. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah.
Inversely proportional, you understand what it is? If had it been directly proportional to, then I would have written v is directly proportional to s. But this is not the case, so I'm not writing this. When I have to write inversely proportional, I'll write 1 upon s. Am I right in saying that? Now from this 1, what do we know? That v is nothing but ds by dt is inversely proportional to 1 upon s. Am I right? Right? Okay. Now once that is done, we remove this in this proportionality sign. So it becomes ds by dt. And whenever you remove the proportionality sign, you put an equal to, and you put a constant k upon s, that becomes your equation.
Why do you put the k?
Whenever this is a rule of proportionality, we can never go ahead with the proportionality sign. We can't solve a question with a proportionality sign. So when I say it is something is proportional to this, so you remove this. It's like saying that 2. It's like saying 2 upon 3 is equal to some value k. So if I write, so 20 upon 3 let me say 2 is proportional to 3. Suppose like I say this. So I remove this 2 and put it equal to and then k into 3. So 2 upon 3 is equal to k. So in the same way, I write 20 is proportional to 30. So 20 upon 30 is equal to k. If I remove this sign, if it becomes 20 is equal to k times 30, right? So that proportionality, now if you say this becomes, it because 2 upon 3, 20 upon 30, 200 upon 300, they all have the same constant, which is k, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. So that is the reason why whenever we write proportionality, we put an equal to, and we say that it is that there is a constant, and that constant we consider as k. Got the point now? So it's a rule. Whenever you are going to change, whenever you change a proportionality sign, you always put a k. You remove the proportionality and you put a k and an equal to. Okay. So this part is done. The first part is done. So what have we done here? A quick revision. We have done, first we figured out that from the first line that V is the displacement rate of change of displacement. So V is equal to ds by dt. Then from the second line, we understood that there is the relationship between velocity and displacement is inversely proportional. So we wrote V is proportional to 1 upon s. And then V को हमने replace किया ds by dt से, right? And then we wrote that we removed the proportionality sign and we put an equal to sign. Correct?
Yeah.
Any confusion in the first part?
No.
Okay, so we have made our first. We have made the first part. Our first part was saying form a differential equation to represent the data. Then the B part says, read the B part, what does it say? Read it.
Initially, the particle has a displacement of 2 meters from Earth. After 1 second, the particle has a displacement of 5 meters from Earth. Solve the differential equation from the answer.
अब आ गया what you had learned yesterday. आपने क्या सीखा था कल? Differential equation को solve करना, correct? So ये जो second part है ना, आपको A part was always given to you till yesterday, but now it is not given. Now you have to form the equation. Equation is made. So equation हमने क्या बनाया? ds by dt is equal to k upon s. ds by dt is equal to k upon s. That's your equation. Up from here, you have to first separate the variables. So separating the variables would mean what?
So S will be in that.
S ds by dt हम इधर कर देते, k को यहाँ छोड़ देते, and then we integrate. जब integrate करते तो यहाँ dt, इधर integrate किया और यहाँ dt. Correct? Right?
Yeah.
Okay. After integration, what do we get? ये क्या क्या cancel हो गया यहाँ पर? ये वाला, this and this gets cancelled. So what am I left with? I am left with only s ds is equal to integration. K तो constant है तो k बाहर आ गया. Integration of dt, correct? This becomes. Are you agreeing with me?
But then dt is anyways going after integration, right?
dt is after integration. So
all
integration,
this dt, dx and all of these are just why are they there?
It's always because, see, you whenever you differentiate with respect to something, na? So that is what with respect to something is in your.
But over here there is like nothing inside.
That is time. So if there's nothing inside, there's one. There's nothing inside, it's one.
Okay.
So one को integrate करना तो हमें आता है ना? है ना? Okay. So s को integrate करो, क्या बना? Right? और अगर 1 को इंटीग्रेट किया तो क्या बना?
1 2.
हाँ, t, right?
1.
T. So if this becomes t, and then can I write a c along with this? right? Okay, now this is your equation.
The C will be with both, right?
ये C will be इधर का इधर इंटीग्रेट किया तो A, उधर इंटीग्रेट किया तो B, combined आपने लिख दिया, अब that is C. This is what solution? This is my general solution. Now आपको क्या क्या दिया हुआ है? It is given to you after 1 second the particle has a displacement of 5 meters. Initially the particle has a displacement of 2 meters. So हमारे को what all has been given to us, we have certain values, है ना? We have certain values. क्या क्या values है? Displacement is 2 when t is equal to 0. Displacement is 2 when t is equal to s is equal to 2 when t is equal to 0. That is given to us.
Yeah.
S is equal to 2 from origin. Origin मतलब
Yes, 2.
S is equal to 2 when t is equal to 0. Now from this, what did you figure out?
Yes, 2.
You figured out
C is 2.
C is equal to 2. So applying this, you get C is therefore C is equal to 2.
Can you just show the question? So then we won't use the second sentence.
Abhi, wait 1 second. For the second sentence. Okay. Now I'll tell you. We will use the second sentence. Second sentence I'll tell you कहाँ पे जरूरत पड़ेगा. ठीक है? C is equal to 2. तो अब मैं I'm just modifying the statement. तो मेरा statement क्या बना? S square upon 2 is equal to KT plus 2. Can you see there is one more variable?
Yeah.
S और T के अलावा एक और वेरिएबल, एक और नंबर K है. So we will use the second statement for finding out the value of K. So K के लिए 5 and what is after 1 second. After 1 second. So S is equal to 5 when T is equal to 1. चलो अब बताओ यहाँ से K निकल जाएगा हमारा.
Yeah.
आएगा
21 upon 2.
21 upon 2 is how much? 10.5. K is equal to 10.5, correct? So now the equation becomes S square upon 2 is equal to 10.5 T plus 2, correct?
Yeah, but in the question, please go back.
In the question.
Yeah. So over here, it says after 1 second. So shouldn't it be like, okay, yeah, 0 plus 1.
0 plus 1, है ना? Okay. Now C part. Find T when the displacement of the particle from O is 10 centimeters, 10 meters. ठीक है? अब आपके पास आपका final equation तो आ चुका है, correct? Particular solution you got. This is your particular solution without any variables. Okay. Now we will do the C part. C part says you have to find T when S is equal to 10 meters. अब easy है निकालना?
We just have to put it there.
You just have to put the value of S. ठीक है? अब तो आपके पास proper equation आ गई. Now you just need to put the value of S in your equation. तो ये क्या हो जाएगा? S square यानी 10 square upon 2 equals 10.5 into T plus 2. T को सब्जेक्ट बनाना है 100 upon 2.
48 upon 10.5.
10.5 T and कितना आ रहा है फाइनल आंसर? T is equal to is equal
Wait,
to
how did you get that?
पर्टिकुलर सोल्यूशन ये था हमारा, सबको
It's
टी निकाल
48 upon 10.5. Is it
once
4.57?
t is equal to 4.7, so 100 minus 4 and यहाँ 2 and 10.5 I'm just writing 21 upon 2, so into 2 upon 21 is equal to t, right? यही आ रहा है ना कभी, है ना?
Yeah.
10 minus 4 upon 21. 10 minus 4 upon 21. Sorry, 100 minus 4 upon 21 is equal to t. And the final answer is 4 point something. 4 point, कितना रहा? 57. 4.57 seconds. That's my answer. ठीक है? Clear हुआ?
Yeah.
Right? Easy, but little lengthy, but easy. Got it? क्या क्या करना था हमको इस क्वेश्चन में?
Yeah.
एक रिलेशनशिप दिया हुआ है, सो बी एंड सी पार्ट इज वेरी सिमिलर टू व्हाट वी हैव डन लास्ट क्लास, वो तो करना ही है आपको, ठीक है? यू कैन नॉट डू दीज काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चंस विदाउट लर्निंग व्हाट वी लर्नड यस्टरडे, ठीक है? लेकिन आज के पार्ट में जो एक्चुअल जिस तरह के क्वेश्चंस आपको मिलेंगे वो यही मिलेंगे, दैट यू फॉर्म द इक्वेशन, you make the differential equation, you solve it, you find the c, you find everything, and then you give the final answer. Got it?
Yeah.
सब चलो अब नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देती हूँ मैं आपको.
Did you ask tricky questions in this question? Are there tricky questions in this?
ट्रिकी
Or
नहीं, इस देखो इसमें गलती होती है सिर्फ डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन बनाने में, अदरवाइज मिस्टेक, अदरवाइज दे आर वेरी स्कोरिंग, इजी होता है. Population density P of a town can be modeled as a continuous variable. In the year when records began, the population density P of a town was increasing at a rate of 0.5 people per hectare per year. The population density of the town was 2 people per hectare. It is suggested that T years after records began, the rate of increase of population density is inversely proportional to the square of the population density. ठीक है? So अब आपके पास important statement क्या है आपके लिए? What is the most, which is telling you a relationship? It is suggested that T years after record begins, the rate of increase of population density is inversely proportional to the square of the population density. So, again, rate of increase of population density. तो population को जरा हम P मान लेते हैं. तो rate of increase क्या होगा? dP by dt होगा, right? And उसको उसने क्या बोला आगे, that it is
0.5
proportional to the square of population density. So is inversely proportional to, inversely के लिए 1 upon करना पड़ेगा this. Am I right in writing this?
Yeah.
ठीक है?
Wait, right? T square. Okay.
It is saying so. ठीक है? So ये बन गया यहाँ से आपका statement. Clear? इसमें कोई confusion?
Yeah.
Very good. So let me just take it out down now. ये हो गया हमारा main statement. अब हम इसको
No, but we didn't substitute anything.
अभी नहीं हाँ करते.
So
तो
this
अभी
is the first part of it.
अभी पार्ट भी कंप्लीट हुआ, अभी तो हमको के डालना है इसमें, राइट? सो ये हमने इंटरप्रिटेशन हुआ. This is just the interpretation from the language.
But in the A part, we don't have to put the values 0.5.
We have to, in the A part of the question, we have to make the differential equation. तो वो करेंगे अभी हम. पहले ये इक्वेशन बनाओ ना, इक्वेशन तो कंप्लीट नहीं हुई, पहले इक्वेशन बनाओ. What is the equation?
dP by dt
is equal to, so then this becomes dP by dt is equal to k times p square. ठीक है? अब आपने यहाँ पर उसने हमें कुछ इंफॉर्मेशन दिया हुआ है. The population density P of the town was increasing at a rate of 0.5 people per hectare. So, and that is when time was how much? At what time? In the year when records began. तो ये कौन सा टाइम हुआ? T is equal to 0 टाइम है.
Yeah.
When that है ना? And it is suggested that T years after records began. तो इसमें क्या हो जाएगा? T is equal to T हो जाएगा. मतलब after T years हो जाएगा, right? So T is equal to 0 and T is equal to T. अभी हम T is equal to 0 यूज करते हैं, ठीक है? T is equal to 0 में उसने हमें क्या बोला है? What has it told us? How much is dP by dt?
0.5.
So I'll just write all the information. When T is equal to 0, dP by dt is how much? 0.5. And और कोई information? और कोई information? P कितना है इसमें?
2 people.
2 people per hectare. So P is equal to 2. ठीक है, इतना इंफॉर्मेशन आपके पास है.
So that's P square, right?
That's हाँ. So P is equal to 2. So P square आपको करना पड़ेगा. P square will become 4. अब हम ये वैल्यूज प्लग इन कर देते हैं. dP by dt मुझे पता है इट इज 0.5. दिस इज when T is equal to 0. ठीक है, और यहाँ पर K नहीं पता and P square becomes 2 square which is 4. So 0.5 into 4 which gives me K की वैल्यू कितनी आ जाएगी मेरे यहाँ से? 4 into 0.5. So K is equal to how much? K is equal to how much? Hello. Achha. K is equal to 2. So our differential equation, this we are still solving the first part. Differential equation is dP by dt is equal to 2 upon P square. ठीक है? ठीक है? Then what does it say? Solve the differential equation giving your answer in the form of P is equal to FT. Population को सब्जेक्ट बनाना है, ठीक है?
The previous question was different, right?
Previous question was why different?
It wasn't like we had to. They hadn't given us the actual numbers.
Just have a look.
Like in the question we didn't give us.
Actual numbers दिए.
But we didn't substitute in the first part.
We can. अच्छा, this part, ये वाला part हम इसलिए नहीं कर सकते थे because okay, T is equal to 0 वाला part आप यहाँ भी कर सकते हो और यहाँ भी कर सकते हो. इतना सा part, ये वाला part है ना, ये this part अगर आप कर भी देते तो भी कंप्लीट नहीं होता. यू गेटिंग इट? दैट्स व्हाई अब इसको मैं सेकंड पार्ट में किया. ठीक है, बट एक इंफॉर्मेशन आपके पास हमेशा ऐसी रहेगी जो T is equal to 0 की होगी और एक इंफॉर्मेशन होगी जो T is equal to some other time होगी और फाइनल क्वेश्चन आपसे पूछा जाएगा जो कि T is equal to something else होगी. ठीक है, या फिर उसके करस्पॉन्डिंग वैल्यू. ठीक है, बट क्वेश्चंस आर सिमिलर. इफ यू लुक एट इट, ये वाला क्वेश्चन में भी इट इज आस्किंग यू, सी उसने आपको क्या क्या दिया हुआ है. पहले आपको बोला एक डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन बनाओ, उसके लिए आपको एक दिया था. हमने सेकंड क्वेश्चन में K की वैल्यू यही डाल दी. K की वैल्यू यहीं पर डालने की कोशिश की हमने. दैट इज फाइन. आप ये भी कर सकते हो एंड वो भी कर सकते हो. दैट्स आल्सो फाइन, नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम. बट यहाँ पर क्योंकि ये आगे सॉल्व नहीं हो सकता था इसलिए हमने सेकंड पार्ट में सॉल्व किया आफ्टर इंटीग्रेशन. बट यहाँ हमारा वो सॉल्व हो जा रहा था. dP by dt ये सॉल्व हो जा रहा था at t is equal to 0. dP by dt was given to us. That is why हमने सॉल्व कर दिया. यहाँ पर हमको dP by dt का वैल्यू नहीं दिया था. ds by dt का वैल्यू नहीं दिया था, हमें s दिया हुआ था. You getting it? If you look at the question, s is given to us. That is why we solved the whole thing in the second part. In this question, because dp by dt itself is given, तो हमने यहीं पे डाल दिया. हमारे पास जो भी चाहिए था वो सब यहीं पे दिया हुआ है. Got it ना? dp by dt भी मिल गया और t भी मिल गया. That's why we have kept everything, put everything here and then found out the equation. ठीक है ना? ठीक है. अब आ जाते हैं second part पे. So, but the questions are very similar. Okay. Solve the equation giving your answer in the form p is equal to ft. अब आपके पास आ गया solving the question. ठीक है. P part. So you will continue with this one. dp by dt is equal to 2 upon p square. Okay. 2 upon p square. हम क्या करेंगे? Separating the variables. So dp और यहाँ हो गया p square by dt is equal to 2 and then we integrate. Correct? यहाँ पर क्या हुआ? ये दोनों आपस में हो गए कैंसिल. बचा क्या मेरे पास? p square dt इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ 2 बाहर और सिर्फ dt. p स्क्वायर का इंटीग्रेशन
p cube upon 3.
p cube upon 3 is equal to 2t.
Yeah.
और साथ में क्या आ जाएगा? c. राइट. सो मेरा जनरल सोल्यूशन आ गया. राइट. अब मेरे पास दूसरा इंफॉर्मेशन क्या पता है मुझे? दिस इज माय जनरल सोल्यूशन. अब मुझे सी निकालना है. सी निकालने के लिए दिस इज द जनरल सोल्यूशन. ठीक है. अब मुझे सी निकालना है. सी निकालने के लिए कोई और इंफॉर्मेशन अवेलेबल है? Is any other information available to me?
I don't know. Is that table the information?
T.
What is that table?
Table is for C part. Table अभी हमको. और T is equal to, at T is equal to 0, the population density of the town was 2 people per hectare. So P is equal to 2, right? At T is equal to 0, P is equal to 2. ये information available है. At P is equal to 2.
C is 8 upon 3.
So C is equal to 8 upon 3. Therefore, C is equal to 8 upon 3. So P cube upon 3 is equal to 2T plus 8 upon 3 becomes my particular solution. हो गया? Clear?
Yeah.
अब आ जाओ third part. The table shows the actual population density of the town every 5 years for the first 20 years after records began. Comment on how good a fit model is the actual data in the longer term. जरा observe करो data को.
We are supposed to just comment.
So अब हमको क्या करना है? See, आपके पास, you know what is your solution, right? Your particular solution. It's p cube upon 3 is equal to 2t plus 8 upon 3. ठीक है? That's your particular solution. ठीक है? Let's take this. Now, what you're supposed to do is, it's asking you कि ये जो particular solution है, you have to tell कि क्या ये जो model बना है using this formula, एक model बन रहा है ना ये, using this formula, वो पूछ रहा है कि क्या is it a good model, is it a good fit? तो आपको क्या करना है, वो क्या आपको ये t is equal to 5, फिर t is equal to 10, t is equal to 15, t is equal to 20, ये डाल के चेक करना है कि आपका वैल्यू क्या आता है विद दिस मॉडल, और जो इधर जो डेंसिटी है वो क्या दे रही है, वो पॉपुलेशन डेंसिटी आ कितनी रही है एज पर द टेबल. If they are similar, then it's your model is perfect. But if it is not,
Model as in, is this like a prediction?
this is like
Is
a,
this
so
going to be like a prediction of the
you are
population?
kind of not a prediction, you are trying to mathematically make a relationship कि इतने टाइम
But
बाद ये रहेगा पॉपुलेशन, इतने टाइम बाद ये रहेगा बेस्ड ऑन द डेटा दैट यू ऑलरेडी हैव. लेकिन आपको ये बताना है कि आपने उसी बेसिस पे एक मॉडल बनाया कि दिस इज द मॉडल दैट हाँ, इन अ वे इट्स लाइक अ प्रिडिक्शन दैट यस आई एम प्रिडिक्टिंग कि इतने साल बाद ये होने वाला है, बिकॉज स्टेटिस्टिकली आई हैव मेड दिस डेटा एंड आई हैव मेड दिस इक्वेशन. लेकिन अब आपको क्रॉस चेक करके ये बताना है कि दिस इज द मॉडल दैट यू क्रिएटेड and this is the actual, are they similar or not. So जल्दी से हम इसमें values put करते हैं very quickly and then we'll check. So जैसे population, it says after 5 years it is p should be 3.5. ठीक है, so let's put these values after 5 years. So 2 into 5 plus 8 upon 3, ये कितना आता है?
38.3. So that is cancelled. So P cube is 38.
P cube is equal to how much?
38.
So P कितनी वैल्यू आ रही है इसकी? P cube is equal to this is coming as,
How do you do cube on a calculator?
cube on a calculator, there is a
Yeah, I got it.
what is it?
It's 3.4.
So 3.4, so yeah, this is roughly fine. Check for 10.
It's 2.0.
4.0 is also approximately same. Then 15.
4.6. 4.6.
4.6, यहाँ से difference create होना start हो गया. 20.
5.04.
Your prediction was 5.04, but the actual is 7. So you understand what is happening? What do you understand from this? That your model is good only for smaller period of time. जितना बड़ा हो रहा है ये, उतना आपका मॉडल और एक्चुअल्स में डिफरेंस क्रिएट हो रहा है.
मतलब as the time passes,
as the time is more, as the time is longer, then the model is not a good fit because the आपकी मॉडल जो है वो उसका एस्टिमेशन कम है but actuals ज्यादा है. Hence the model is not a good fit. Clear हुआ?
So we have to say the model is not a good fit.
Not a good fit. And right. And what is the reason?
So can we like say that the one in the table is not estimating, like we are not estimating as correctly as the table?
As per the table. So you have to tell in the terms that how a good a fit the model is to the actual data in the longer term. So
but like I still don't understand what is the table like.
The table is actual calculations, actual records.
Oh, so it's actually happened.
Actually what happened and what you predicted with this. This is your prediction. This is your estimation based on a formula. You formulated something for this. but the actual shows this. So it's saying that is your estimation correct? जो मॉडल आपने, this is a model. What you're doing is called as modeling here. आप हर क्वेश्चन में मॉडलिंग कर रहे हो, हर एक क्वेश्चन में, ठीक है? So the modeling that you're doing is not a good fit, not a good fit. So पहले तो ये हो गया. अब आप रीजन दोगे कि रीजन क्या है? For longer runs, for a longer term, आप क्या देख रहे हो? आफ्टर जैसे 10 साल के बाद, आफ्टर 10 years, 15 years, 20 years में मॉडल estimate, underestimates the value, है ना? Underestimates the values, ठीक है? For longer term, the model is underestimating the value. Got the point now?
Yeah. So now, because vectors is added, we have 3 chapters left.
Sorry, I was on mute. Did you understand what kind of questions are being asked now?
Yeah.
So next. We'll spend one more class on this because I want to do some paper questions. Well, I want to practice. Then we will start with a new chapter. मैं आपको इसका पूरा notes and वो भेज दूँगी. After this, I will start complex numbers. ये वाला question. हाँ, इस क्वेश्चन में एक स्मॉल थिंग. अभी तक भी आपने जितनी भी चीजें देखी थी, सब में क्या हो रहा था? दिस वाज हियर व्हाट इंक्रीजिंग, ये इंक्रीजिंग था. ओके, इसके पिछले वाले क्वेश्चन में क्या था? ओके, अब ये क्वेश्चन में यहाँ पर इट इज क्लियरली मेंशनिंग टू यू दैट व्हाट इज हैपनिंग यहाँ पे डिक्रीज. ठीक है? सो लेट्स मेक दिस. जब हम डिक्रीज का बनाएंगे इक्वेशन तो we'll see what will happen. So first thing, write down the differential equation that is satisfied by V. और V के लिए हमको क्या बोला हुआ है? A model is suggested to estimate the rate of decrease of the value of the motorbike. This model is that the value V when the motorbike is t months old decreases at a rate proportional to V. This model is that the value V rate of decrease
Is it dv by dt?
Right. So पहला तो हो गया rate of decrease would be d by dt. Okay. And this model is that the value V when the motorbike is t months old decreases at a rate proportional to V. So d.
What does
V
proportional mean? Like, is that directly?
Directly. When it doesn't mention directly, then it is it may mention directly or it will not say anything at all. Proportional बोलेगा. ठीक है? So this is directly proportional to V. So you inversely के लिए आप 1 upon करते हो तो directly के तो straight away हो गया. That's how it is going to be, right? Now dv by dt इक्वल टू साइन हटाया, बस बिकॉज इट इज रेट ऑफ डिक्रीज तो आप k की जगह माइनस k डालोगे, दैट माइनस रिप्रेजेंट्स व्हाट, डिक्रीज। क्लियर हुआ?
Yeah.
अब आते हैं सेकंड पार्ट पे। तो हमें और कुछ दिया हुआ है ऐसा जिससे कि हम k की वैल्यू निकाल लें? Do we have enough information to find the value of k? Till dv by dt भी नहीं है और b भी नहीं है ना? तो हमारा डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन यही बना अभी तक, इतना ही बन पाएगा। अगर हमारे पास dv by dt की वैल्यू होती, then we would have substituted and got the value of k and we would have given the answer here itself. तो हमारा मॉडिफाइड हो जाता और भी फर्स्ट पार्ट, लेकिन नहीं हो रहा है बिकॉज नहीं है हमारे पास dv by dt की वैल्यू। करेक्ट?
So we just leave it here.
A part is done, this much only. अब आते हैं B part पे। The motorbike had a value of 10,000 when it was new. Solve the differential equation showing that B is equal to 10,000 e raised to power minus kt when where k is positive constant. 10,000 when it was new.
T is 0.
T0, लेकिन अभी हमको T0 को कुछ करना नहीं है बिकॉज फिलहाल तो हमको इसको सॉल्व करना पड़ेगा, राइट? सो dv अपॉन dt इज इक्वल टू माइनस kd, सेपरेटिंग द वेरिएबल्स। तो क्या हो गया, ये आ गया यहाँ पे दिस एंड द नेगेटिव साइन रिमेन्स देयर। नाउ व्हाट डू वी डू, वी विल इंटीग्रेट and dt, integrate and this and this gets cancelled, बचा क्या, integration 1 upon v dv equal to minus k बाहर integration of v। आंसर क्या होगा? 1 upon v का आंसर क्या होता है?
We I think it's a 0.
हाँ?
No, one second. ln v.
हाँ ln v, ln v is equal to, and this side it will become
Minus k t. Yeah.
plus c, right? हाँ, अब ये बन गया हमारा, इसमें हमको दो वेरिएबल्स हो गए हमारे पास। दिस इज वेरी सिमिलर टू व्हाट वी डिड इन द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन, राइट?
Yeah.
राइट? अब आपको क्या क्या इंफॉर्मेशन इज गिवन टू यू, व्हाट आर इंफॉर्मेशन इज गिवन?
T is 0, T is 10.
The motorbike had a value of 10,000 when it was new. So
it's like
when
T is only ln 10,000.
Exactly. So I'll just write the information. T is equal to 0, V is equal to 10,000, right? So I'll write ln 10,000 is equal to, see, ln का मतलब क्या होता है, log to the base e of, ये ना, log to the base e of 10,000 is equal to c.
Yeah.
So e to the power of c is equal to 10,000, right? So how do I get the answer for this? Or what we can do is इसको यहाँ छोड़ देते हैं, इसको इधर ही छोड़ देते हैं, ठीक है? We'll just put it like this. This value we are going to put in this equation, ठीक है? C का आंसर मिल चुका है. So ln v is equal to minus k t plus ln 10,000, right? अच्छा, क्योंकि हमें कुछ certain, it has asked us to find out this, right? V is equal to, right, this part. So how do we do this? Now this becomes log the base e of v is equal to minus kt plus ln 10,000. यही मतलब होना इसका?
Yeah.
So which means v will be equal to e to the power of minus kt plus ln 10,000. ln 10,000 is log to the base e only. So I'll just for your you don't have to write it like this, but I prefer to show it so that you understand what it means actually. So दिमाग में बैठ
Wait,
जाना
but
चाहिए.
how did that come in the power? It's not allowed.
That's how it happens. E to the
Okay,
power
yeah.
of this should be equal to this, right? Got it? So ये बना e to the power of minus kt into e to the power of so it becomes e to the power of log e. So will that become ये दोनों आपस में cancel होकर के will it become 10,000? E to the power of same log e 10,000. Will it become 10,000? This becomes one. These two cancel out each other, right? तो ये क्या बन जाएगा? This becomes into 10,000 only.
Wait. How did it cancel out?
Because I'm saying that मेरे पास e है और e का पावर जो है वो log to the base e है of 10,000. So ये e to the power of same thing, e to the power of log of same thing, these two become 1. Got it? So these two cancel. So the answer would be this only. बात समझ आया? So this becomes 10,000. So your final answer is 10,000 e raised to power minus k. And that's what has been asked. You know?
Yeah.
Now the last part. After 3 years, the motorbike has lost half of its value when new. Find the value of the motorbike when it was 2 years old. After 3 years, this becomes your
So it becomes
solution.
5,000 of 3.
After 3 years, है ना? ये information हमें क्यों दी गई? हमें ये वाली information क्यों दी गई? Because after 3 years, lost half of its value. That's because हमें अभी k निकालना बचा है. K we don't know. वहां से k निकालेंगे and find the value of motorbike when it was 2 years old. फिर हम 2 years old पे t equals to 2 डाल करके value निकालेंगे. Got the point now?
Yeah.
So let's solve this further. अब आगे हम C part.
So we use this last equation.
Now last equation. B is equal to 10,000 e raised to power minus kt. Value कितनी हो चुकी है? 5,000 हो चुकी है. So we'll write 5,000 here is equal to 10,000 e raised to power minus k into 3. है ना? So 5,000 और ये दोनों आपस में cancel हो चुके. 5 upon 1 2 3 5 upon 10 which is 0.5 equals e raised to power minus k3 or 3k. That becomes इसको log से solve करना पड़ेगा. E raised to power take ln on both sides. Take ln on both sides. Ln, you understand? Ln would be log to the base e. Ln 0.5 is equal to ln of e raised to power minus k 3k. ठीक है? So log to the base e of e would become how much?
1.
So this becomes ln 0.5 equals to minus 3k ln of e. So ln 0.5 is equal to minus 3k into 1. Ln e is equal to 1. Okay? So that becomes from here ln 0.5 upon a minus 3 is equal to k. A की वैल्यू कितनी आ रही है?
0.231.
And that you will be putting in the यहाँ से 0 point कितना है? A is equal to 0 point
1 second. 0.231.
0.61
0.231.
231. Okay. And then अब आपको ये भी मिल गया. So now you have what is the value that they have asked? Find the value of the motorbike when it was 2 years old. When t is equal to 2, right? So t is equal to 2 में क्या होगा? v is equal to 10,000 e raised to power that is what? Minus 2 into
Minus 0.2. Yeah.
just cancel it out.
It's 6,300.
6,300. And since everything was in which unit? Dollar. So the answer has to be in dollars.
But when we are substituting all this, we can put it in any equation, like even the ones we found earlier, the equations.
But उसमें क्या missing था? यहाँ आपके इक्वेशन में फिर कांस्टेंट्स आ जाएंगे ना, तो आप आंसर फाइनल आंसर ही निकाल पाओगे. के टी ये सब आपको पता होना चाहिए. सी आप डाल तो दोगे लेकिन फिर फाइनल आंसर तक पहुंचोगे नहीं. सो यू हैव टू कीप फाइंडिंग द वेरिएबल्स, द कांस्टेंट्स व्हिच आर देयर, राइट?
Is there any worksheet for this?
I will send the worksheet to you, and along with this whole thing, I will send the worksheet along with my notes.
So not today.
I will send it today, but by 8:30 next. Okay.
Okay.
And